What's going on, guys? Mr. Bropo here, bringing you another action figure review on these two guys right here, Marvel's Colossus and Marvel's Cyclops. Now, I wanted to review these two because this wave has I've had trouble finding this wave, and it hasn't really hit too much in my area. But I finally found these two guys over the past couple weeks, and so I wanted to review both of them to, spice things up a little bit, because I know they're a little bit older, but I really wanted to review them. Both of them are pretty dang good figures, both from the same Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. Anyways, one thing that's special about this review is there's two figures here. No, I'm just kidding. The actual cool thing is I have my man Xaire with me. Say hi.
What's up?
And he's here just basically, since it's a double action figure review, I just wanted to, have him. He wanted to do a video with me.
Yeah.
And, after I review each figure, I'll let him sort of, put in his 2 cents,
Okay.
So about the
Down with
figure and stuff, if he wants,
Alright, sure.
if you, or just get the shameless plug if you not do anything. It's up to you.
I'll do something.
Okay, so let's start out with Cyclops here. So we'll take Colossus out of here and throw his box. Let me go and get. Okie dokie, we are back. So let's take a look at Cyclops here. But before we take a look at Cyclops, let's set him aside for a quick sec and let's look at the box quick. So a standard Marvel Legends box, especially for the X-Men wave. You got the yellow X-Men, Marvel Cyclops, Hasbro, Marvel Legends series, X-Men logo at the top, Build-A-Figure Marvel's Warlock. Got some awesome, really kick-ass comic drawings, some art here for Cyclops. Same thing on this side, and then on here we have the picture of him and his bio. If you want to read it, the bio, go ahead and pause it now. Alright, and there's the rest of the wave, which, unless you guys, for some odd reason, really want me to review the rest of this wave, I will not be picking up and I will not be building him. I'll actually be trading him for stuff, so if you're interested, comment below. If you want to trade and stuff for other bath pieces that I'm looking for. Anyways, so here is your boy Cyclops. What? Alright, we're back again. Sorry, the tripod started falling. So anyway, here we have Cyclops, who I was really hyped to get because this is the Jim Lee Cyclops. This is like, if you read comics back in the 90s, this is how he looked. This is how Jim Lee drew him. This is how he looked in the 90s animated series. So overall, yeah, pretty good figure. There's only a couple gripes that I have, not too many though. So we'll take a look. Really good sculpt work. The hair has a black wash in it, looks really nice. All the paint is pretty damn clean. Everything looking nice and crispy. I did already, these floaty pieces, I glued them into place, just using a little bit of super or crazy glue, because they're just annoying. I didn't glue this yet, though, and I don't know if I'm going to. So, but other than that, everything's clean, everything's nice. This is the Bucky cap mold, though, so I would have liked to see a different mold, perhaps, something different. But, yeah. Yo, Xaire, Rip.
Hi.
What do you think of Cyclops, just like how he looks, I guess, like the aesthetics and everything?
Okay, yeah. He does have a good design to him. Like you said about the hair, I really do like the
There's some black wash in it.
Yeah,
and
I could see that. Really like the texture with overall figure. I really felt like it had a good sculpt to it, I guess you could say. It just looks really good. I don't know how it moves, but
yeah, so I'm gonna go over articulation real quick. Head moves on the basic this joint, the ball joint, I put some super glue there, so that's why it looks all weird. It was super loose earlier, and that's why you hear that disgusting squeak. So head moves down, fairly good amount, about that much. Moves up about this much, 360. Arms move out, just about straight out.
Yeah, just about like arms length.
Yeah, bicep swivel, double jointed knees. Got a peg going into the wrist, and then a hinge. Ab crunch goes far that much, and goes back this much. Not really hindered too much by this. Waist swivel, almost kind of hindered by this. Splits goes out about that much. Hips go out about this much forward, and out. Hips that much. Splits, not hips. Upper thigh swivel goes all the way around, works perfectly fine. Double jointed knees, shin boot cut rotation, and the boot or the foot goes up about this much, goes down about that much, and we got the ankle pivot. So not a bad set, pretty much standard Marvel Legends, articulation and paint and sculpt. Personally, though, this is kind of like, he looks great. For the most part, everything seems fine. You can get him in some pretty dang good poses. But here's my main gripe, is that he comes with no accessories, and that was a real bummer. The only pack-in thing he came with was the left leg? I'm pretty sure, yeah, the left leg for Warlock Build-A-Figure. That's the only other thing that was packaged in. I wish he would have come with some blast effects, like a jacket, and then like a head with just regular sunglasses, or, I don't know, interchangeable hands and an interchangeable head. I don't know, something would have been nice. But he comes with nothing, so that's the main downfall of this figure. Other than that, pretty dang good figure, but something extra would have been nice. So that's Cyclops mainly. Good overall, if you really want Cyclops, go ahead, but he doesn't really come with too many accessories. So that's the only downfall, really. So we'll put your boy to the side right here, and now we'll bring in your boy Colossus. First, before we do that, take a quick look at the packaging. Everything's the same. Got the Colossus right here, holding up what seems to be like a sentinel hand. Same thing here. Colossus and the rest of the wave. Bio, if you want to read it. Pause it. And then there's the Bokes. And so, here's this guy, Colossus. And me personally, I think this guy could have been the Build-A-Figure. I mean, this is how he stands next to Cyclops here, and as you can see, he's huge, man. He really is. They really did a good job. I thought they were gonna, skimp out on him or something, but no, they really, or maybe at least make him a Build-A-Figure, but no, they went the whole 9 yards with this one. Really cool. Sculpt looks pretty dang good. Paint with the arms is really nice. There's like some black wash in it a little bit to make it look a little bit more, little less like super duper shiny, but his face doesn't really have that, so it's really shiny. With that classic Colossus look, the stern face, the flat top, everything looks great. I bumped the camera. So yeah, and any thoughts so far, really?
With Colossus, I was pretty impressed by what I see right now, because like,
he has weight to him, man. Like, he's just,
yeah, like, especially with the scale and everything, it could have been a Build-A-Figure. I see what you mean by that, but like, it's still cool to see that you actually have a regular figure of him.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a gripe. In fact, I think it's better, but like,
yeah,
they could have done it if they really wanted to.
Yeah, but the thing I really like is like the detailing right on his hands. I don't know why. It's
his
just,
arms and stuff?
Yeah, his arms. Like, I just like the lines there. It just adds a bit of detail that like differentiates like his face from like, I don't know why.
It's cut in there, it's like sculpted in there.
Yeah, it's sculpted. It's really good sculpture, I guess you could say.
They even inside the joint, they cut in there and painted in there,
yeah,
which is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this one, actually.
Muscle tone's nice. All the paint is pretty good, although for some reason, I don't know why, but there's like paint chipping on his butt. I don't know why, but like on the line there, it's not chipped. It's just like someone was like, do. I'm making the line, and then whoop.
Oops.
Or I don't know what it looks like. The paint just got smudged, or I don't know.
I think maybe like the person who was painting it maybe got a little distracted and like got a little off the line. And whoop.
Yeah, I don't know why, but other than that, it's just here's a little bit. You can't even really tell too much on camera, but it's a little bit fuzzy. But other than that, paint works pretty good. Everything looks fine and dandy. So we'll go over articulation real quick. Head goes down about this much, which is just ridiculous.
That's terrifying.
I don't think that's necessary, but like,
looks like a
it works
Frankenstein.
fine. Oh god, it looks fine like this. Then you go to the side.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh god, okay, so like that's about where it looks good, but then like after that it's like and then just it really just derails from there.
The Hunchback.
So and then it looks up about this much with this head. It sits a little bit above the neck, so the neck looks a little tiny bit long, but it's not too bad. It just sits a little bit. Maybe if someone were to maybe Dremel a little bit more in there, just a little bit, and make it so where it sits a little bit more down on his neck. Anyway, arms move out perfectly fine outwards, 360 on both sides, bicep swivel, standard, single joint here, not horrible, not great though, honestly. I mean, the range is not the best. This is only really big. Not even big, it's just a little gripe I have. It's not horrible, it's pretty much fine by all means, but, you know, I don't want to say it could have been better, because it'd be kind of tricky to make it any better than this, because of the way he's sculpted. Anyway, nothing in the gauntlets, wrist gauntlets right here. Wrists move down like that, they don't really move up too much, and they rotate all the way around, not hindered by this gauntlet thingy. Ab crunch moves about this much forward, which is pretty good range, and then this far back, which is not too bad. Waist swivel works fine. Does the splits about this much? Pretty good for a big guy. Hips go out legs go out that much. Pretty nice. Pretty much straightforward. Upper thigh rotation works good. Double jointed knees. I was expecting the shin rotation to be here, but it's down here actually, so it swivels there. Doesn't go up a whole lot, but goes up a little bit, goes far back a good amount, and then the ankle pivot works just fine, so you can actually get the big man in some pretty good dynamic poses. Anything you want to add, Mr. Xaire, before we move into the last thing I want to say about this figure quick, actually?
Yeah, the articulation's actually pretty well done for like a character. Like a figure this size, actually.
Good point. Yeah, for a big man like this, you know, like.
Yeah, like especially with the legs and everything, with the double jointed. Like I remember I got Nathan Drake from Uncharted, and
the NECA one, right?
The NECA, yeah. Got it from my own like little nerd shelf. Yeah, and it did have like the double
jointed knees.
Double jointed knees, yes. And I was pretty impressed with that because like it moved like really well. The articulation was great on that, and
yeah.
I'm just impressed by like the size and like how like well sculpted it is, and like with the joints right here. Yeah, that's my really only comments on this.
So my opinion, great figure, probably just because how new sculpt, from what I can tell, you know, new sculpt on everything, paint works good, quality is just about where Cyclops sits. The only thing is he's just so massive, and he just looks a bit more impressive. But at this point, they're about as equal. But the only thing that pushes Cyclops over the edge is the fact that he comes with an accessory, and it's this alternate head. And this thing, I don't know why, I've never seen him in the comics like this, but just something about when you pop this head off, classic Colossus looks great. But this one, man, I don't know why. Why did it not? Hang on, let me.
It didn't. I see why you're
there it goes. I heard the little pop. This one, just I don't know why, but he looks.
Do you know what it reminds me of, actually?
What?
It reminds me of like Kratos in the new God of War game.
You know, kind of.
Yeah.
That's a good point. The beard and everything, just something about his stern look. He just kind of like, I don't know, man. It's pretty cool because he's made of metal, and so his hair is like spiky and everything, and it's like, you know, squared and everything. So, it's like
Oh,
not
it's falling.
Whoa!
Take it up.
Why is the tripod? Sorry about that.
Falling
The
to kick it
tripod.
up.
Oh God. I don't know why the tripod's just acting weird. My bad, guys.
Out.
Yeah, it's getting kind of loose. Anyways, yeah, it just looks great. It's just a little bit lower on the neck, and the beard comes down, so it doesn't make the neck look as big. And just something about it just looks awesome. So I gotta say, both really, really good figures.
Definitely.
Cyclops, Colossus, in my opinion, is a bit better. Last thing, you know, I already showed the leg that he came with, and Colossus here comes with this piece right here. It's like the chainsaw hand. Really nicely detailed, to be honest. I don't really have too much desire to build this guy, but the paint detail is really nice. Sculpt works really good too. This guy looks insane. Warlock just looks like a crazy dude. I don't know. He looks insane. If you guys really want me to, I'll collect the rest of the wave, review him, and build him, and then review Warlock. But other than that, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Really dope figures. You know, just really, really happy with both of them. Any last words there before we sign off, Mr. Man?
Alright, do you mind if I announce my channel, I guess?
Yeah, sure, man.
Alright, well, I'm Xaire. I'm a reviewer / sketch comedy person, a gamer who does videos every Friday or so. And if you would like to come over to my channel and check something out, I'm fine if you do. I really don't care. But yeah, one thing I have to say right here is that like this looks amazing. Yeah, if this was the figure, I would have bought it instantly. No matter the price. Yeah. No matter the price.
Sir. Yes, sir. So that's it for these two guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Leave a comment. Give me feedback of any sort. Subscribe. Link in the description for Xaire's channel. You know, go ahead and subscribe to him too. Yeah, but other than that, it's your boy Brapo. It's your boy Xaire. We'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Go check out his channel.
Bye.
Later.